All right, guys, we're trying to get back at it again today. It's a little bit of sun shining, blue sky, which is abnormal because it's non-stop raining almost. It rained, today's Tuesday, it rained like 1.5 inches Sunday and was dreary and cold all day. Although the sun did come out some yesterday, Monday, the wind blew, so I'm hoping it's dried it out some. And I'm going to get the tractor out later today. Hopefully that is later today. It's still pretty wet, but it's supposed to rain again tomorrow. So today's kind of the only day. And I don't know. Well, if I get this stuff loaded onto the bunks, then at least, even if it's supposed to rain tomorrow morning, I can come up here and saw. Even if it's wet, I won't have to bring the tractor back here. So yeah, but until it warms up a little bit, we got some other stuff we're gonna do. And I drove the truck back here. I didn't think the white truck would make it, Betty White. This is not 4-wheel drive. So I'm gonna try to take a lot of this stuff out of here with me today. It's been pretty cold this morning. A little frost. So let's get started. So I was kind of looking at a map of the easement, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm not cutting trees that are out of the easement right now. Those last ones I cut, well, it's just the field's odd shaped, and the rows, the way they've thinned these pines, it's at a weird angle. So when you go away from the property line down to the end of this row here, you're way far from the property line. So I think I might have been, even those last trees might have been outside of the easement, which is fine. I'm gonna probably end up cutting all of them anyway, but I wanna make sure I'm getting the ones that are in the easement first. So I got this, I got this. We're gonna do some measuring. Hey. Of course, this is just a rough estimate. This is supposed to be upside down. So anyway, we'll get the rest of this marked and waiting for it to dry out. We'll do something else. So I'm going along down the roadway, which is up here, and every 100 foot or so, I'm coming down with the tape measure and measuring right at 100 foot, kind of a guess. And then I'm marking the trees, and it's kind of hard to see. That tree right there, not that one, but the one behind it is marked with yellow paint. And then I'm trying to paint the closest tree. I'll paint this one. And then I'll go on the other side and put paint around that one. Try to get me a line. And I can tell you right now, I am way off where I've been cutting. So this will be good to, because I want to get these cut first, because they're definitely got to come down. So we'll stay at it. don't know how well you can hear me, but this last log, 25 footer, it's pretty big. It's too heavy with that timber jack. I'm just gonna have to cut most of the way through it, and then try to roll it over and cut the rest of the way. This is the big end. If I can get a grip on it, I can get it up. I should just try to go ahead and put it on the saw. Okay. That wasn't terrible. So I've cut some 2x and I've cut some 1x. But what I've decided to do is I don't want my 2x and my 1x all stacked in the same place. It's going to take up too much room. These 1x are just whatever they are. Those are less than 6.5. So if I get one where I'm trying to get a cant where I can make 2x4s, and I can cut off a 1x, which I'm making them 1 inch and 1/8, then I just do that. So I'm gonna cut another 4x4, which I'll do with this one, and then we'll stack the 1x right here. So I'm cutting this next cant. I just happened to look at it. This thing is crooked as a dog's you know what. Now I don't know if I didn't, the first time I flipped it, if I didn't have it squared up 90 degrees to the logs, to the dogs there, or what, but I'm gonna put the level on it and see what's going on. It was off left to right on the front a little bit, so I had to raise the left side up a couple rounds. Nothing major. And I do know it is rolling downhill a little bit, but I don't really want to jack up the front anymore, or the back. I could let the front down a couple, I guess. So after doing some checks, I think when I faced off the first side, I don't think when I rolled it 90 degrees and put it up against the log stops, I didn't have it. So that's why this side and the other side are out of square, but this side here is pretty close. And I checked the blade, and it's within about a 1/16 of an inch. Not enough where I feel like I need to adjust it, because this side here, so if I put the level on it here, you can see, but on the top where I made another cut, pretty square. So we're gonna roll with it for now. I'm gonna turn it 90 degrees and try to cut it flat again, see what happens. Well, this is what happens when you get in a hurry. And I got in a hurry. I should have just left it. I was trying to make it so I could stack it. I was trying to make it a 2 1/8 inch board so I could stack it. Trying to take that 1/4 inch off of it. Anyway, gotta change the blade. Alright, we've got a new blade on here, and I've seen posts on Facebook and stuff about people having problems with tension in it. This thing worked right from the factory, so I've kept the factory tension. I've never put a torque wrench on or anything. When I'm done and I take the tension off this thing, I undo it 2 full turns, half, 1, half, 2. When I change the blade, I undo it 4 full turns, half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4. Then when I put the blade back on, I tension it right back up, four turns in. Never had a problem with it. Now that I've said that and it's on video, this one will probably pop off. Well, I got them all. I didn't have a lot of opportunity to set up a bunch of shots to film that last couple logs. A little bit of a time crunch. Didn't have really any more other issues other than that one cant that was all cattywampus and hitting the blade, changing the blade. So this is what I got. I've been out here about 3.5 hours. And I had to do a blade change, some other stuff. So I got a pretty good little bit of wood here. Anyway, that's gonna do it. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. If you like it, subscribe to the channel for more stuff. We'll see you later.